Shalom Akim. First and foremost, and give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rachak Double honors on the elders, apostles of Great Millstone. The elders of Great Millstone, and of course, peace and blessings are the hopeful elect. The sincere servants of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, surveying with truth and sincerity. Yes, on the brother Chayaba from G-Men's Plain Tables Camp, coming back with another lesson to his spirit. This lesson be based off of this video shared by the brother GMS South GA. It says .va 8304. And the video is entitled Young Boy Has a Dream About the MOTB 2023. So I'm guessing this came out sometime last year. But to the spirit, it was shared again. So and it's pretty prophetic dream. So let's go ahead and play this video without further ado.
I dream, I saw this aisle and I asked them, why is there an aisle in the middle of the classroom? And they said, it's so that way we can welcome the devil Lucifer. And I asked them, what are you talking about? And then there was a tent in front of the aisle, and they said, if you get the mark from him, you can get food, water, shelter, and everything you need. But if you do not get the mark, then you can go inside the tent, but you don't get anything. And when we went in, it was like a bathroom, and there was this little box, but it looked like a stand. And there was a sticky note, and it said, you are going to pass the third seal from God. But when I got out, everything was destroyed. And I couldn't find you guys. The class was torn apart. I didn't see you guys in a pile together.
There you have it, man. Showing you, so what the prophets of Great Millstone, of course, like-minded brothers have been prophesying about with the MOTB and even having people, just regular day-to-day people, just having dreams about it, sharing it online. Guess what? Starting with our elder apostles of Great Millstone and on down, we've been preaching it. So people are literally having dreams, man, about it, about the mark of the beast that's spoken about in Revelation chapter 13. So they bring this out to Joel chapter 2 and 28. It says, and it shall come to pass afterward. Yes, it says, and it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. And it says, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. See? So it says, and it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. You have visions going the same thing, visions and dreams. So that's why you're having many people just going when you go on TikTok, when you go on Instagram, what's just a lot of people, but just sharing, they have dreams or whatever, that they're having dreams about this and that, about, this happening, about all hell breaking loose, about, just a war happening, just the nuclear war happening. And you're having people having dreams about this mark, showing you, how important of a privacy that this is. That's why, starting with, of course, our elder apostles agreements and on down, with one of the main prophecies we preach is about the MOTB, the mark of the beast, that's spoken about Revelation chapter 13 and 16. Because again, that's going to be a big thing, man. Really, that's going to be the thing, of course, for us Israelites. Of course, for Israel, it's going to be pretty much the test to see whether or not you're a servant of the Lord or not. Within the dream, God, the kid mentions about. Let's go ahead and play the first part.
In my dream, I saw this aisle and I asked them, why is there an aisle in the middle of the classroom? And they said, it's so that way we can welcome the devil Lucifer. And I asked them, what are you talking about? And then there was a tent in front of the aisle, and they said if you get the mark from him, you can get food, water, shelter, and everything you.
Hey, there you have it, man. And hey, we already know who the physical counterpart of Satan is. Obviously, again, he's being revealed a vision, and he's probably actually seeing, or he's probably imagining, of course, Satan and a red devil from hell. Which again, us prophets, we break it down what these things mean. Of course, even the prophets within the scriptures, they received visions that were more symbolic. Some there's some visions within the scriptures where they're actually given a vision that's more symbolic. So it wasn't an actual literal thing, but the point is that the prophets are here to break it down today. And of course, you have other times where the prophets were given literal visions, with the things that are literally going to happen, but they were given it. But of course, we're breaking it down. What this dream means, and again, the devil, it was physical counterpart of saying, are the Edomites, so-called white men. And of course, when I say so-called white men, I'm not referring out to all pale-skinned people, but of course, I'm referring on to the majority, because of course, without a doubt, we're under oppression under them. And what the people who rule, the elite international bankers, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, go ahead and look those families up, and those are the richest people on earth, and you'll see what they look like. Of course, of what the Amalekites, the chief tribe of the nation of Edom. Amalekites, of course, being the small hats, those fake people who call themselves the children of the Lord today over there in the land of Israel. Those are, of course, the Amalekites. So it says, Revelation chapter 13 and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall both speak, and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Yeah, and obviously we know, of course, the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, so the wicked are ruling right now. And we know, of course, the beast is the EU and the NATO, and the image of the beast, of course, is the new system, or yes, a system. And pretty much what Esau is going to have the laws, or yes, the laws and guidelines that Esau is going to come with, and well, ultimately that the new world order, the system. So if you don't bat onto it, which requirement to be within the system is going to be you taking the MOTB, or else what it says, and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Yeah, so if you don't take this image, then you're going to be killed. They're either going to try to kill you, throw you in prison, concentration camp, whatever. The point is that there will be a penalty if you don't take it. And hey, and within a dream, he mentioned how at the end of the dream, how once he left the tent, I'm pretty sure he said when he left, he was referring unto when he left the tent. Well, he said everybody, just everything was just messed up, destroyed, and everybody was in a pile, so everybody was dead. See?
Need, but if you do not get the mark, then you can go inside the tent, but you don't get anything.
You don't get anything. Hey, we're about to read that.
And when we went in, it was like a bathroom, and there was this little box, but it looked like a stand, and there was a sticky note, and it said, "You are going to pass the third seal from God." But when I got out, everything was destroyed, and I couldn't find you guys. The class was torn apart. I didn't see you guys in a pile together.
So hey, well, hey, that's the point, man. I mean, the point is that there's gonna be a lot of death, and this was coming because you're gonna. Hey, again, this is the prophecy. This isn't just no regular thing, man. This is literally gonna be the mark of the beast. And what the mark of the beast, when we get the description, it says in verse 16, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. Yeah, exactly. So Well, it says both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, you receive a mark in the right hand or in the forehead. It says he, and he calls it all. So of course, what this is going into the beast, which is what the EU and the NATO, what the top nation is America, which Edomites run America, and what predominantly what the EU and the NATO, Edomites rule those countries. I mean, what, Europe, obviously Esau is ruling in Europe. And of course, NATO. So, hey, showing you that Esau is the one who's behind this, the physical counterpart is saying, it says. And what starting with the elite international bankers, the ones who are in power, the government. And really what the elites, they control the government. So it says, receive a mark in the right hand on the forehead. So when you get that word for mark within in Greek, it's the Greek word chragma, which we can get the definition real quick. It says, it says a stamp and a printed mark are the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as about badge of the followers of the Antichrist. Yeah, by the way, the Antichrist is not just referring on to one person. You know, who's going to come up from a temple and out of nowhere. No, the Antichrist is referring on to anybody who's against Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Ultimately, if you're against what these scriptures say and you're against Yahushai, then you are Antichrist. And ultimately, if you're against these scriptures and you're against what the Lord says, and you're against the Lord then. All Christ means within in Greek is anointed, Christos, which means anointed, which goes back on what anointed within Hebrew is, or the anointed within the Hebrew is Hamashiach, which means, again, the anointed. So it says the mark branded upon horses. It says thin carved, sculptural, graven work. It also says a scratch or etching. So this is something that's going to be physical. It also said, a stamp and a printed mark. So this isn't going to be anything spiritual. Like some guys like to say, this is going to be something physical and intangible. It says, so let's get the second description of this mark. It says, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had a mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you won't be able to buy or sell without this thing. Meaning, the only payment method is going to be by the way of this mark. All other payment methods will be banned. So obviously there's going to be something that's so one thing is going to have to go into your right hand or in your forehead or anywhere within your body. And it's going to be able to make purchasing pretty much it's going to be able to, you're going to be able to use it to purchase and to pay and to sell things. So of course, so there's going to be some type of device, which is going to be a chip that they're going to try to put into everybody. It says, save he that had a mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Verse 18, here's wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. And his number is 666. Yeah, that's the number that they love to use within society. When you look at the typical barcode, it has the 666 within it in the barcode language. And you'll see this, you'll always see this number, within various company logos. You'll see it hidden within movies or just wherever. Pretty much they'll put it right in your face in plain sight. So hey.
In my dream, I saw this aisle and I asked them, why is there an aisle in the middle of the classroom? And they said, it's so that way we can welcome the devil Lucifer. And I asked them, what are you talking about? And then there was a tent in front of the aisle. And they said, if you get the mark from him, you can get food, water, shelter, and everything you need. But if you do not get the mark, then you can go inside the tent, but you don't get anything. And when we went in, it was like a bathroom. And
Yeah, and of course that's the point too. You won't be able to buy or sell, so you won't be able to buy literally buy anything within a society. Purchase food, purchase water, pay for your bills, have a job, pay for gas, pay for your car. You won't be able to do anything within society, man. Buy or sell anything. So what? You're going to be outcast. Either they're going to try to capture you with martial law, or what? I mean, pretty much, again, you won't be a part of society. So you're already seeing, just a lot of doomsday preppers. They're trying to prepare, and pretty much preparing to live off the grid for an event like this. Which it's coming ultimately. Ultimately, what Yahweh Bashmi Shai is going to protect his elect. Ultimately, what we're waiting on Yahweh Bashmi Shai to deliver us. It doesn't matter how many. It doesn't matter how many guns you have, how much ammo you have. Doesn't matter how much provisions you have stored up, food and water, how much you got locked up in your basement. It doesn't matter because guns jam. People can rob and break in to your house and you literally steal. You'll kill you and steal everything that you have within your house. So what the point is that you can't rely upon worldly possessions, worldly pretty much things. For us Israelites, we're supposed to be relying upon Yahweh Bashmi Shai. Really, only the elect of the nation of Israel will rely upon Yahweh Bashmi Shai. The two-thirds of the nation of Israel, they won't be able to understand it, or they won't be able to get. Ultimately, the faith hasn't been given onto them. It says Revelation chapter 3 and 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. So this red letter, this Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also keep thee from the hour of temptation. Which should come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Yeah, so Yahweh Shai is going to keep. So for those who keep the word of the Lord's patience, meaning, but they endure within his truth and they do the Lord's will until the end. It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. So doing the Lord's will. And not doing it partially, doing everything, man. We have to do everything that Yahweh Bashmi Shai, of course, commanded us through Yahweh Shai. That's what we do. It says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon earth. So this hour of temptation is going to be once this mark of the beast is mandated. Again, which the temptation is going to be that you won't be able to buy or sell anything. So think about that, man. A lot of people, that's why this is the greatest temptation of all time, man. A lot of people, they're going to be like, oh, I'm not going to take it. No, this is the mark of the beast right here. I'm not going to take it. But if the spirit isn't given to you, then you're going to fold. I mean, going days and days without food, days and days without water. You already know they're going to shut your water off. And who knows? I mean, and that's to say if you are even going to be inside of your home, they might even capture you before, they might already have you captured and locked up. But you won't be able to buy or sell anything, man. So that's gonna be the breaker for a lot of people, and they're gonna fold. But guess what? Yahweh Bashmi Shai is gonna put this spirit upon the elect to resist, and ultimately the Lord's gonna make way for the elect. The Lord's gonna keep us fed. Scriptures say how in Isaiah chapter 65, how Yahweh Bashmi Shai will keep us fed, and for those who don't serve the Lord, they're not gonna be fed. So. Let's say you do make it, or, let's say you don't take the MOTB. I mean, if you're not part of the elect, then you won't be covered. Either you're going to die of famine, or you're going to die of the sword, meaning martial law, or, just people, because again, it's going to be chaos out here. People, robbing one another. So either you're going to die in just the uproars of the people, people going crazy. Or ultimately, if you make it out, You know, let's say you had just the best plan, which ultimately that was the Lord's plan for you to get the worst ultimate judgment, which is gonna be those nuclear missiles. That's gonna hit Babylon the Great, which is America, to destroy it. Because scriptures prophesy how World War III will happen. So what at the end of all this, which once the MOTB is mandated, what the nuclear war will not take long to pop off. Esau is not gonna be able to enjoy, getting most people CHIP'd, chipped. Esau's, as the scriptures say, the Lord's not gonna allow this devil to pretty much rejoice in his new upcoming system, which is what he wants to chip everybody. Ultimately, but the Lord's gonna protect the elect from this mark. And what? The Lord, right after that, man, the remaining prophecy will speed up, which is ultimately going to be the nuclear missiles and the return of Yahweh Shai. Because America will be destroyed, but there will be salvation for the elect, the remnant, the nation of Israel within America. So the Lord's going to save the Israelites, of course, the elect Israelites within America. But everybody else will perish. The heathen in this land will definitely perish. And the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, the 2/3 Israelites that are not predestined to receive salvation, but they're going to perish. So, there you have it.
There was this little box, but it looked like a stand. And there was a sticky note, and it said, "You are going to pass the third seal from God." But when I got out, everything was destroyed. And I couldn't find you guys. The class was torn apart. I just see you guys in a pile together.
So I believe that's the point. Lord's will, you brothers out there edified. Yahweh Bashmi Al Shai, Bashmi Kakudash Brakathum. Shalom.